The song of Oload, a queen's tears that became a river. Long, long ago, when the world was young and the gods walked among mortals, there flourished a kingdom in the heart of Yorubaland. Its name was Ìlú Ọ, the city of heaven, ruled by the wise and radiant Queen Oload. Her laughter was said to charm the birds from the trees, and her wisdom drew chiefs from distant lands to seek her counsel. Yet, for all her power, her heart beat not for gold or glory, but for a man whose humility hid the soul of a lion, Adélékè, a hunter who roamed the forest beyond the city walls. The secret beneath the Ìrókò tree. Every full moon, when the palace slept, Oload would slip through the shadows of the baobab grove to a clearing where a towering Ìrókò tree stood. There, Adélékè waited, his hands careless from bowstrings, his eyes gleaming like twilight stars. "You risk too much, my queen," he whispered one night, pressing a necklace of cowrie shells into her palm. "Asterisk if the council discovers us." She silenced him with a touch. "These shells sing of your courage, Adélékè. You, who faced the leopard that stalked our farms. You, who feed our people. What are thrones compared to this, asterisk?" Their love was a flame kindled in secret, a queen and a hunter, bound by vows whispered to the wind. But the gods, it is said, hear even the softest sighs of the heart. The shadow of war. One dry season, invaders from the northern sands descended upon Ìlú Ọ, their swords thirsty for blood. Adélékè, though no warrior, knelt before Oload in the palace hall. "Let me fight," he begged. "For you. For our home." Tears glistened in the queen's eyes as she fastened the cowrie necklace around his neck. "Return to me," she pleaded. "Or I shall wander the earth as a ghost, forever searching." For weeks, the kingdom held its breath. Then, one dawn, a wounded soldier stumbled through the gates. "The battle is lost," he rasped. "Adélékè," he fell shielding the last of our men. The queen's despair. Oload's wail pierced the skies. She tore her royal robes, scattered her beads, and fled into the wilds, where thorn vines clawed at her skin and the earth drank her tears. For 7 nights, she wandered, until her voice grew hoarse and her feet bled. On the 7th night, as the moon drowned in clouds, the forest began to hum. The air shimmered, and from the mist emerged Ọ, goddess of the rivers, her skin the blue of twilight, her hair cascading like waterfalls. "Why do you weep, child of Yoruba?" Ọ's voice was the rush of 1,000 streams. "My heart is ash," Oload cried. "Without him, I am a drum with no rhythm, a sky with no stars." The goddess knelt, cupping the queen's face. "Your sorrow has stirred the ancestors. But life must flow, even through death. Become the water that heals your people, and I will bind your spirit to his forever." The birth of Odò Ayé. Oload closed her eyes. "Do it." Ọ struck the ground with her staff, and the earth trembled. The queen's body dissolved, not into nothingness, but into a silver torrent that surged through the forest, carving a path to the distant battlefield where Adélékè lay. Where her tears fell, yam shoots sprouted, where her hands once were, fish darted like living jewels. The people named the river Odò Ayé, the river of life, for it ended the drought and turned the soil to gold. But in the stillest nights, when the moon hangs low, villagers swear they hear a woman's voice in the current, singing, "Adélékè, my warrior. Your name flows in my waters. We are the rain that kisses the earth, the roots beneath the sacred tree. Forever. To this day, Yoruba lovers journey to Odò Aye's banks. They drop cowrie shells into its depths and pray. Oload, teach our hearts to run deep and fearless. Adélékè, let our love stand unbroken, like the Ìrókò tree. And sometimes, if the night is kind, the river answers, not with words, but with the quiet certainty that love, like water, never dies. It simply changes shape.